Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. My name is Chris. Tyler has been banished from the Let's Play due to his terrible takes about the video game Indigo Prophecy, aka Fahrenheit. So it'll just be me today, leading you around Revachol. So, first thing I'm going to do is walk over to the bay and throw myself bodily due to my utter disgust with the terrible takes that I have just bore witness to. So if you'll allow me, I'm going to end the game forever.
Harry, you can't throw your life away for video games. Thy primordial chaos calls you back. You can't post if you're dead.
Damn it, he's right. I can't post if I'm dead. Alright, well, I guess you're reinstated for now, Tyler, but you're on thin ice.
Thank you.
Alright, last time we spoke with a ghost, or a digital ghost, I guess, in an analog age. And today...
Much like the very cool AI demon.
Exactly.
From Game.
From Game, that's right.
Yes, from Game.
Today, we have to think of something to do, because we can't seem to figure out a way to get into the commercial building where we know there's a freezer for the body.
Yeah, so
without just plugging points at the pain threshold until we finally get through the door.
Yeah, it's really futile. So we tried the pain threshold at the back of the shop, didn't work. The one seemingly viable option from the call box, I thought we screwed up initially, or I screwed up initially, because I'm like, let's do a fun roleplay and fuck with this person, and it turns out they're not a real person, so I don't think any of our choices would have mattered.
No, I don't think so.
Just like it. I'm not gonna say it.
We're still...
Yeah,
so... Snaky though.
Sneeder.
What was I looking for?
So
what was I looking for? I was looking for something.
Looking for things to do. Start a new adventure by jumping on our bed.
Nope, I can't remember what I was looking for in this list of tasks. So, in any event, we can keep trying. We can keep trying our pain threshold if you really want to get through that door.
I really don't want to do that. That seems like a waste of points, because...
Yeah, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. We can go another way and do something else. So...
Let's get the Hardy Boys to help us.
Yeah?
Let's get the Hardly Boys to help us.
Alright, we can go back into the whirling and have a chat with the Hardy Boys. We can also maybe talk with Gart while we're in there. You never know.
Ooh, that too.
Alright, we're back in here. Do you want to talk with them first?
Let's talk with Gart first. I think last time we heard his voice, he was actually yelling at us about the, trying to arrest 7 people in his cafeteria.
Can I help you?
Hey, Gart, there's this new game called Dublin Become Irish. Have you heard of it?
Let's see. Another thing at the whirling. Let's see. They might be under here.
Another thing. Great. Yes.
Nope. Nothing.
Gart, you seem like somebody who doesn't own a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I guess because we know about a freezer, so we can't ask him about his.
Yeah. What about him in the back, actually?
Gorachi Kubek?
Gorachi Kubek, yes.
I don't know. Let's see.
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
Nope. Nothing new here.
Ah, darn.
That's okay.
He's still pondering his utensils. Cook something, man.
I mean, fair enough. Alright, shall we talk to the Hardy Boys?
Let's talk to the Hardy Boys. That's like how the name is spelled, so it's like a proper surname.
The circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
That's right.
Like how you refer to a fucking crime scene investigation as a circus, one that he apparently has caused. Wait, that would make him the circus. So
all eyes on him in the center of the ring.
Center of attention, back where the wind have been arresting. Festing since wrestling, fasting in your kids' ears and nesting. Number 3 is really fucking good.
It is pretty good, and it is true. We have done that.
Guess what? I've implicated you. What are you gonna do, bitch? The paperwork's already been filed. You can't stop the signal.
Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
I fucked your dad.
No, that only works for the racist truck driver, unfortunately.
Oh, that's true. Damn it.
What'll it be?
I hate that number 3 is even a choice. That's a coward's choice.
I mean,
do we want to give this one to Kim, or do we want to do the cool guy thing?
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you.
You know what? I feel like Kim should get this because we've been fucking through this entire investigation while Kim's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So Kim, you have the honor.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Interesting. So we have centralized the means of production. If by the means of production you mean heroin.
Yeah, like he started an opium war. Now he's a self-sustaining drug economy.
All right,
Like,
what's our opinion on centralized control of the drug trade?
I feel like you're on par with Richard Nixon. I find that disgusting. This is disgusting.
Fair enough.
Boo fucking who. People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
I like the idea, like, in the most favorable reading of what they're doing, it's like they have the absolute worst safe injection sites. But that's not what's happening. He's just selling drugs. There's nothing noble here, I don't think.
I mean, that's like I said. I mean, let's not get. I don't want to get too philosophical, but I'm willing to, play devil's advocate for a bit here. I mean, maybe it is a good idea to have a centralized and relatively safe supply of drugs for addicts to use if necessary. That could certainly help with overdosing. That could certainly help with a reduction in crime and other associated problems with addiction. But I think you're right in this particular instance. That doesn't seem as though the Hardy Boys are actually the sort of people to administer that sort of program.
Yeah, you lack infrastructure, and it's not even like government infrastructure. It's like the Black Panthers are more organized than you. You're literally thugs.
All right. Well, anyway, there is
cool,
the
by
8th
the way.
Hardy.
I feel like I had to clarify that. They're cool.
Okay. I mean,
right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The 8th Hardy. Who's
the one who runs the whole thing.
Turns
My
out Titus
answer
is the one with the tiny feet.
Fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
You're the big man with the gun, as we have previously established.
You were the big man with the gun and the horrible,
And
like,
here we
safe
go.
injection
Back
sites.
to the usual.
I know. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Nice one.
Who the
That's
fuck
more
is
like a
Dennis?
voice. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
Well,
Let's talk about the hanging again. Because
All right.
authority, we do not have the authority.
we do not have the authority. It's true.
I'm glad we don't have the authority. I am terrible with authority. Just want everyone to vibe collectively.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any new questions. It doesn't look like we went through all of these before. Unless
I like
there's
how the new
something else you wanted
question
to.
I like how the new question is no more questions.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who? Yeah, we did go through all these. I'm trying to think if any of these could give us like a new branch.
Don't know.
Yeah. Also, this is unrelated to it, but you see that guy in the back with the orange toque and the orange getup?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I feel like he looks like some 16th century like Dutch Renaissance painting guy. Like that looks like Hieronymus Bosch. I feel just from the faint silhouette.
Maybe. I vibe with it. I'm vibing with it. All right. Well,
Yeah.
no more questions.
No more
for me.
questions.
About fucking time.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm leaving now. What if he's telling the truth and like he is the one with the tiny feet? And he's just wearing big shoes to compensate.
maybe. Well, we confronted them about the drug trade for all the good it did us.
Hmm.
What now?
I feel like let's head south and let's check out the water.
All right.
Oof, 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 oof.
Anything new down
they
here?
Are they running in sync?
Not quite.
Nah, that makes it feel more real.
Well, the bridge is still up. Sea Lang's still here. We can chat with him again if you'd like.
I'm trying to think if there's anything. Yeah, let's talk to Ceiling and see if he's got anything new.
Sure.
I doubt it, but just covers just because we're here.
The speakers below
Oh, the
are banged
speakers.
up and worthless.
And the sneakers.
Oh,
The sneakers triumph
speakers and
over them.
sneakers.
They're the star
We
of
don't
the
have the
show
money
here.
for him.
Yeah, that's fine. Way to make your own
Everything's
self-sustaining
still cool here,
war
officer.
economy.
Well, we can still try and shake him down.
Let's not shake him down. You know, I was hung up on where are you from as a question before because of like the implication of know where you're really from, but let's just see where this one goes.
Sure.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You know what? No, let's get back to business. Let's get out of here.
Fair enough.
Very cool. I
That
like
was
that
actually
style,
leading
officer.
to know where you really from. I was
Yeah.
my gut.
It
instinct
literally was.
right.
You went with your gut, and your gut was correct. All right, so if we're not going to
Yeah.
shake him down, I guess we can leave.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Ceiling is just a working man.
Well, in terms of like actual goals, we could go talk to Joyce now that we have solved the drugs mystery. We talked to the Hardy Boys about it, but we can also talk to them.
Yeah.
The
Where's this? Oh no, Salami Man is gone.
Salami Man is gone. We checked.
No,
Oh, there's something over here. I don't know if I grabbed this before.
it's a rock.
Worth coming down here. I missed something.
Tell me it's a construction pad.
Ooh, nose of it. Nice.
Hey, I like how the picking up the items is a glass clink. It's very classy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a pawn shop there we could talk to. We could go back in there, check that out. Although I don't know if there's anything new in there.
We went there before we inspected the armor. I wonder if he has any leads on that, or did we do that before? Remember?
No, I think you might be right. We could always ask him about it.
Pawn shop time.
All right.
Hey, do you have any
Actually-
Criterion DVDs?
I don't think we could interact with this before. Could we?
Tracked with which?
Over here.
Oh,
Wow,
well,
a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print. stands out from the other garb.
This is new, I think, yeah.
It is new. Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Alright, we got a Man from Hjelmdal shirt.
That's a rad Man from Hjelmdal t-shirt you've got here. I love Gatsu.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
What a geek. Describing something as exemplar.
Hey man, sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah, you must be a serious Man from Hjelmdal fan.
A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the Hjelmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality.
What does that mean?
People don't think that the man from Hjelmdal really existed, but they're wrong.
There you go. That's what he means.
I have to, you know what? When he says shared reality, that's an interesting phrase because, like, does he think culturally? Like is that cultural work? It's very important. People don't know about it, like Felix the Cat. Or does he think, like, is he kinning and he thinks, like, cartoons are actual universes that are merging with ours?
Don't know.
Sounds scaring me, but I'm morbidly curious.
Well, you can ask him.
What did you mean the Man from Hjelmdal is real? Are you married to him? Did you put your PlayStation in front of the TV to play the menu music and then you just had, like, a transcendental experience with your other friends?
Even if the Man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
I'll take King Arthur, okay.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
Okay, he lost me now. He had me, then he lost me.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very
unusual,
unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
You know what? No, he had me because I thought this was like Robin Hood or King Arthur, but now it's just no. Now I really do think you think cartoons are real. Let go of the T-shirt.
All right. Don't want to know what it costs?
I really don't want to know what this costs. Probably too much for what it is.
Fair enough. All right. We have. Oh, we can retry the electrochemistry test with him now. We've had maybe some insight into what kind of drugs he might be on. If you want to do that.
Hell yeah! Are you on beta blockers?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Oh yeah. We can also sell stuff
Let
now.
me have a look.
Let's sell the cup. Get rid of the fucking cup.
All right.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh no, where's the cup?
Unfortunately, the cup does not count as one of the things that you can sell.
That's bullshit. He's got like trinkets up the wazoo, and he just won't accept this horribly outdated mug.
Well, maybe he doesn't want a racist mug either, Tyler. Have you considered that?
Like, smash the mug. Where's the smash the mug option?
So, yeah, we can...
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. A photic pub, counter-radiance network.
Oh, we're asking about the tattoos.
Magnetism.
Yeah.
It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
All right. Well, we can always sell stuff to him
time,
if we want.
Yeah.
Shall we try this again?
Let us try.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward, Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
That almost sounds like he has gold experiences, a speed-up effect when he punches people. That's a cool ability to have.
By the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Jaundice.
I was gonna say, that's your kidneys failing, but, you know, the other side effects aren't so bad.
If we shut down your kidneys, it'll stop the radiation. You know what, let's go with number 1, and then lead into number 3.
Okay.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
What? What? Number 1 is really accusatory. I don't like that one at all.
No.
I want to be cool about this. I want to be a cool cop, but chill out, man.
I was gonna say, are you that cool of a cop?
That isn't even cool. That's like, you're not even a square anymore. You're a fucking rhombus. No judgment. No judgment. Let's go with number 2.
Okay.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Alright.
What is
well, looks like he's got PTSD. Way to go.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Oh.
Shall we?
It must have been tough.
Radioactive cleanup. I mean, he's taking it for its intended use, apparently.
Yeah, he's like,
just like Oxy, you know.
Oh,
anyway.
man, yeah.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, an early death, cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming, even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting flashbacks to Chernobyl.
I believe that is intentional, yes.
You know what? Hold up. Fun factoid. Did you know that the person who made Chernobyl is the same person behind such hit movies as Date Movie, Epic Movie, Superhero Movie, and who could, of course, forget Meet the Spartans?
Who could? Who could? I certainly couldn't. It's been, like, etched onto my cerebral cortex for all time, which I will never forgive the person responsible.
You would never forgive a man who had a career of making toilet jokes, and then he just makes one banger that's actually really heartfelt and emotional, and he just goes back to it.
I guess so.
It's a weird feeling.
All right.
Whose fault was it?
Whose fault was it?
No one's.
Tell me about the world.
Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
I want to know more about the world building, but you raised a good point about the PTSD. I feel like a real jerk asking him to trudge up stuff for me.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. It's your choice.
You know what? I feel, let's leave him for now. Thank you for telling me.
All right.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
No, let's not ask him for drugs.
You don't want the drugs?
I really don't want the drugs. We're not doing that kind of run. We're not doing that playthrough.
Fair enough.
Let's ask about the gun again. Have you seen it? Has it killed anybody?
Sure thing.
We sold him the gun.
I sold you the gun? What the fuck?
You...
With Kim here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
Thank you, Volition.
Sorry, man.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Did he just describe gunpowder?
I was gonna say, photon emissions. Yeah, like when I point the gun at something and pull the trigger. Some photons tend to emerge, among other things.
The light from the bang just enthralls me. I think I remember why we left or that was still there, because we didn't want to say in front of Kim.
Oh, yeah. Well, curiosity got the best of me. Sorry about that.
That got the best of me, too. I legit didn't remember that.
Alright, well, anything else?
Nah, there's no leads on the armor, so let's,
okay.
Let's skedaddle, as they say.
Alright, well, where to now?
Let's head to J-Dog. Kim, where you going?
J-Dog being Joyce?
Yeah.
Is that our new name for her?
Yeah, well, in this instance. Also, Kim was trying to get away from us. He's embarrassed of us. Look, he's further away now.
I mean, I would be.
Yeah, he's like, you sold your gun? Kim, no! Kim hates us. I know he's following. He's so far behind. Man, seeing the water lock thing there just reminded me of that one Plinkett review where he was reviewing Star Trek Insurrection. They had a whole thing about the water line in the lake where they were hiding an invisible ship. I laughed at that the same way you laughed at when he talked about Watto's bet. Just in terms of having a breakdown of just how stupid it is.
The Watto's bet scene from those reviews is genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Those are, to be fair, a lot of those videos have not aged as well as you would think, and they're not as funny as they were when I remember seeing them for the first time. But that scene in particular is still completely drop dead hilarious.
Yeah, I absolutely.
And I still go back to it every so often because it's just guaranteed to make me bust a gut every time.
Did you know that they're delisted now? Red Letter Media just delisted all of them, but they're still there.
No, I did not know that.
I found that out when I was looking at the Star Trek Insurrection review. I'm like, oh, you can't actually straightly Google this. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll totally agree. That's not aged well, but still very incisive critique.
And funny. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we talk to Joyce?
Yeah.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we can ask her about the tattoos as well, if you want.
Hey, so Joyce, when they emptied the lake, how come none of the ground was empty and the water dock was fine? No, I'm not going to do that. Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the Force Day to the Bat's Day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Alright, so I was going to say she's being cagey.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Holy shit, we got a new skill point. That was fast.
Yep, we got a lot of experience for doing that one.
Man, let's just eat these like sliders, damn. Where are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Alright.
That is a great descriptor of anxious sweating, like the taste of it. Or at least like she's biting her lip and the sweat from her brow getting into her mouth at the same time.
Iron and strawberries.
I have often been described as smelling like sweaty strawberries.
Really? Often?
Yeah. Often, yeah. More often than you think.
I mean, as often the amount of I would think that it would happen was like almost zero. So the fact that it happened at all is honestly kind of impressive.
Yeah, when the cops came to my door today, they're just like, have you heard the noise complaint? Also, you smell like sweaty strawberries. I'm like, thank you. What is that about a bloodbath? Why did you just say that casually?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Revachol West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How are the lynching and the strike connected? Think, Harry, think.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse in faith? That is a phrase Rorschach has used, and I don't like it. Let's go with number 1.
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
So Everard bet the company and 2 slaves while you put up your ship and... I'll stop there. Do you need security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Well, especially your relationship with one of them in particular is deteriorating awful fast, if you know what I mean.
That is Measurehead, right?
No, the Oranese are... Now, I don't want to, don't want to take this too far, but I believe the Oranese is the equivalent of, an Afrikaner in this world.
I thought that...
Including our murder victim.
That's right, because he... Oh, yeah, I'm remembering now, because...
I might be wrong about that. I don't want to say that too strongly, because I don't remember exactly, but that's my hunch.
Yeah, well, as soon as he said military company, I remember the dialogue about him being commando, and that he was going to kill everybody, because he's a military guy. So that makes sense, yeah. For some reason, when she said we dispatched a mercenary...
Have semi-automatic weapons and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Yeah, sorry for cutting you off there, but yeah.
Oh, it's all good. Also, trauma and stressor disorder, interesting take on PTSD.
In another world, it could have easily just been called that.
Yeah, in another world replicating a different time, it would have been more like shell shock, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know. Yeah, let's continue.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Right, so he was drunk and separated, so the Union knocked him out and lynched him.
Yeah,
last Sunday night.
Last Sunday.
This does square. I was gonna say this does square with what we've heard from the Union themselves, actually, from the Hardy Boys. This is pretty much exactly what they said.
Yeah, who was the woman? Tell us who the woman
Nothing.
was.
Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
Mm-hmm.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
There's already an execution. Awesome.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
All right.
This is not disco.
This is not disco at all. That's what you want?
Yeah, you're a preppy.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Who tracks this? How did you find that out?
Some really fucked up apiarists.
Man, that bothers me.
These
Do you know how strong this hornet is?
work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
Interesting. Sure would be a shame if the company had to send in the jackbooted thugs to murder a bunch of workers.
Man, there has been no historical precedent for that in our world ever. And there never will be. That's insane.
Well, what do you think?
I can't believe the guy who owns Twitter blocked me, him and his jackboot thugs. Free speech my ass. I can't see it happen.
Right.
I can't see it happen. There's too many people. There's too many men, too many people in this world, making all kinds of promises, and not much love to go around.
Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the Citizens Militia.
Hey, you!
All
Hey,
we can do
hey.
is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
I lost my badge and gun on my own volition as a mature adult making sound choices.
Well, making choices anyway. The soundness of them is yet to be decided.
You know what? If they weren't sound, then I was hustling. I was moving, not choosing, I guess. Let me fucking have this.
Alright, well, we've got a lot of questions we can ask her about this now.
Yeah,
but
tell me about the
I am
colonel.
sorry
Hold
to
on.
have been the bearer of bad
It's all
news.
good.
If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
We can talk about the lynching now. But we can probably do that next time because it's a lot to get into. And we've been recording for a little while already. So, we're going to call it there. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just going to say Joyce was a font of information.
Mm-hmm.
Font. A curiosity ripe for inquisition.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, if you have been, thanks for watching.
Also, please tell me how the hollow why would you have to hide an invisible ship in a lake? Also, if they lowered the water line to find the invisible ship, how come the land around the ship wasn't wet at all? That would mean the dock of the boat, or like the dock on the side of the lake, would have to be constantly submerged, which it was not clearly in the shot. But if it was lower in the lake, why would they